Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Silent Hunter 5. It looks like the storm stuck around this time, and we are headed... Let's just get that more center, shall we? For a second raid on Scapa Flow, seeing if we can't sink, or at least severely damage the Valiant, Nelson, and the Hood. We've already taken out the Ark Royal, so... You know, we might as well. Might as well try and hit the big ones. Am I right? I think I am. Then yeah, and then after that, you know, we've got to really start working on these missions. I realize with my ability to skip forward the next campaign, it's not that big of a deal, but, you know, I'd still like to get... We got some promotion points kicking around still. I'd still like to get the medals and the extra renown that comes along with finishing missions. Because that's some important stuff. You get upgrades quicker that way, and all the other good things that are associated, mainly medals, and more renown, which, I mean, I realize once you get an upgraded ship, it doesn't really matter. Let's see, actually, if I've got one promotion point to spend, if I can toss that in on someone, I probably could. And what's this? Total revealing. I'd rather go for someone like here... And see, we don't really have an issue with duds. Longer range and higher damage. I do like that. Load time, I'm okay with load time. Preheating the torpedoes is always good. Overcharging. At the expense of reduced accuracy. We don't need to worry about that, although honestly, the microwave upgrade might not be a bad idea. Preheating the torpedo systems just before firing, the torpedo damage and speed will be increased. The speed too, huh? I had no idea microwaving these would do that. Oh, we can't. I need 2 points, I guess. That's fine. We will then go for longer range, higher damage. Why not? Not that range is going to be all that necessary on a port raid, but higher damage is good, because these ships, they's going to be big ones. And really, honestly, that's about all I got for this little intro. I'm going to see you guys when we get about here. And like I say, I'm expecting the defenses, not just ship defenses, but like, you know, sunk ships and submarine nets and all these things that can really annoy to be a bit more in play. So, yeah, let's find out together what it's going to look like. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so we've made it into this area. And we've come across our first little defensive unit. It is a destroyer. And we can see she's just out there. We could probably get a hit on this guy fairly easily and sink her. But we only have 8 torpedoes. So what I think we're going to do instead is just try and go around. It's a nice, wonderful winter day. So, as you can see, it's foggy. You know, the sun's not really cutting through the morning fog yet. So we should just be able to sneak around, I hope. If this thing has a set patrol, I think we'll be okay. And I am going to be back when I got something more exciting to share with you guys. So it looks like I got my time of day wrong, and we're actually coming in at night, which is even better. Now the only trick is we need to find the ships we're looking for. We got about 82% battery power, 44% fuel. Things are looking okay. We just need to find our targets. So, obviously being careful, of course, of any patrols that come along, but I think we should be okay to cut across to about here, at least, on the surface, get a little battery recharge going, and,
we are in shallow waters, Captain.
Just kind of see if we can't pick up some of the targets we're looking for. And, you know, visually scanning the horizon, it's night, it's a little bit foggy. And it's not calm by any stretch of the imagination. We're not really seeing anything yet. It's just a matter of getting closer in.
Escort sighted. Bearing 3.
Alright.
8.
Now, because we're at night, visual range on those escorts is pretty low, and I don't think that guy is actually moving. So unless we do something really stupid like mark him as a target and then fire our deck guns, we should be okay to continue. We'll see, though. This isn't really a good situation to, or a good location, I should say, to crash dive in. We'd be, as you can see with that little indicator popping up there, well, we'll just visually show you guys. We don't have a lot of room underneath us. We got more than I would expect. But, you know, we got to be careful regardless. Come on. Thank you. Just making sure that guy's not spooling up any engines or anything. I don't think he is. I think we're okay. So we just have to keep on our sneaking. Yeah, that guy is not moving at all. And he does not see us. I like it. We can probably push this out a little bit more.
Escort sighted. Bearing 4-9.
Alright. Let's... All of a sudden, the seas, they're very calm. I don't think that guy is moving. No, he's definitely moving. He's definitely moving. Okay. Let's do something intelligent. Get ourselves under. 84% battery power. That's not too bad. We'll keep those engines running, because we will get underwater quicker if we're moving. My only concern, of course, is getting into a visual range on that little escort ship. Shouldn't be that big of a concern, though. Come on, guys. Let's get under. That's good. Bobbing deeper each swell is swell. Oh my, I'm so clever. Come on, get under, guys. There we go. Okay. So that's us underwater again.
Current depth 10 meters.
And thankfully, we're running silent enough. I don't think they can hear us. Well, not silent, but quiet enough. We don't have our engines going full steam, and to be quite honest, it doesn't look like they're actually using that to investigate. Why would they, after all? You know, there's already been one submarine raid in this port. What fool would be ballsy enough to try it twice? It looks like he might even be out of vision. There we be. There is one of our targets right there. That looks like that could be another one. That looks to be maybe a freighter. That's a troop ship. And I don't think there's going to be anything behind us. I would be surprised if there was. Hello, Mr. Moon. Thank you for coming out. Giving us a little bit of moonlight to do our hard work by. And yeah, like I say, I think we're pretty clear along the side and behind us. So, we want to just adjust our course just a little bit up like so. Right about 30 degrees. And I don't know what that... I don't think that's a warship. I think that's another troop ship. That is definitely a warship. So, We'll get our periscope down, and we'll just get ourselves into a nice position. Maybe about here. Let's see what we got right in front of us, if my course correction was accurate enough. Need to still come a little bit. What do we got about? Yeah, we still need about 20 degrees. So maybe more like that.
Capital ship sighted. Bearing 4-4.
Alright. So we got a line on that guy, but on bearing 4-4, we have another capital ship, and it will be a bit more out. We got... Yeah, there is the other one. So that's 2.
Bearing 6-6.
6-6. Yeah, so that's the oil tanker. We got a capital ship there. We got a capital ship there. And I'm liking the angle that this ship has given me on my position in here. I don't mind that at all. And it should be coming within visual range soonish. So let's just pull ourselves up a little bit more. Still not within visual range. We are on that guy. We are on that guy. But still, that's only 2. Where's the third one? That's what I'm wondering. Let's go ahead and just advance a bit more. Alright. So now we got that capital ship in view, which is good. We can tone that engine down. We don't need to waste the In fact, we can go down to 1. We really don't need to waste the battery power on the maneuvering right now. So what we could do is just loose 8 torpedoes, 4 at each one, and see if we're able to get some kills. And then, you know, because if we can sink 2 of these guys, that's pretty good. Let's see. Whoa, let's leave that. Sure, let's get an autosave in here too. Okay.
Closing tube 2.
We can go a bit deeper.
Torpedo depth set to 4 meters.
And why not? Let's warm those puppies up. And we'll put one there.
Firing tube 2.
One there. What have that? About 4.1? 4.1, 4.2? Pretty good.
Firing tube 3.
And one there. And we shall see. Obviously, we've got different speeds going here. I'm okay with that. We got a bit of a torpedo race going. It looks like Tube 2 storming ahead. Tube 1 coming up 2. And Tube 3 coming up 3? No, that doesn't make any sense. Still, we got... The nice thing about, you know, shooting ships in harbor, of course, is they don't move. So it's pretty easy to line these shots up and to just follow them along. This guy's steaming in like nobody's business. The angle is a bit weird. There's no question about that. We'll see what kind of an effect that might have. But I'm thinking, honestly, it was a pretty effective shot. I mean, I'd even be tempted to say
Torpedo impact.
that that first torpedo may have been a kill. We've got pieces of the ship falling over. We've got it lit up like a Christmas tree. What we can do while we're
Torpedo
waiting.
impact.
Sunk ship the Hood with 1 torpedo shot. Those other 2 were superfluous. Just for show. That's 1. That's 1 we've got. And that's the Hood gone. So, you're welcome, Bismarck. We got a little bit of Kriegsmarine working together type thing going on here. We could try to duplicate that same shot on that ship on the next battle cruiser. So let's just head this direction. We don't need to go that quickly.
Slow speed ahead. Bearing 359.
Let's see, did we pick up anybody coming for us? I don't necessarily think so. Merchant warship. That's the one that we want to get a good position on. I think. Yeah. No. Where's the other warship that we're seeing then? Is that thing listed as... That might be listed as a warship. Okay. Yeah. That's not what we want. We want kind of like that. Or maybe more like that. We got so many warships in this area. It's unfortunate, of course, that the troop ships label themselves as warships. I think that's kind of disingenuous. That's just me. Yeah, we're just gonna keep steaming ahead here. And that's what I'm looking for. That capital ship there. So we can get a lock. We can load that up. Put it at about 4.1.
Set to 4 meters.
I'm just gonna want the ship to stop moving. And we'll try and duplicate that shot as best as we can.
Tube 1 ready.
Alright, I think we're pretty much done our turn. Let's just wait for that sub to get in line. Perfect. So, we got our lock, we got our torpedo depth set. Let's
All stop.
cut our engines
Tube 4 los.
and get a los. Nice little turn. And if we can get, like I say, if we can get another kill with 1 torpedo, I'm going to be a happy camper. Certainly won't complain. And I'm kind of wishing we didn't lose those 2 other torpedoes at the Hood that were unnecessary. So hopefully we've learned our lesson. And we'll just, we'll be more conservative with our capital ship killing. I think I've wasted far too many torpedoes on making sure capital ships go down, but let's be honest, it's good to do. I mean, we've already taken out the battlecruiser Hood, which, I mean, basically was a battleship. We'll see what else we can do. What other kind of damage can be done to the Royal Navy? And this is where, of course, Silent Hunter 5 kind of fails in game design. Because let's face it, if there was a submariner who single-handedly sunk like 3 warships and an aircraft carrier, there's no way they'd be like, you're not sinking enough merchant ships. What are you doing? We're not going to let you go out on another patrol. That would be ridiculous.
Torpedo impact.
Alright, just judging by the spread of fire and the extra explosions, I'm not sure if this is going to be a kill or not. There certainly is a lot of noise coming, and that is a very big hole. I guess with all the lifeboats and the biplanes sitting on the bottom of the ocean, there might be a chance that that was another one-hit kill. Let's see what the old thingy says. Yeah, I think that's another one. The Queen Elizabeth battleship, or just a Queen Elizabeth battleship, sunk. So we got a Hood, 31,000 tons. We've got 31,000 ton Queen Elizabeth battleship. That's not bad so far on the warship tonnage front. But we still got one more to find. Where could she be? I think we will maybe head up this direction.
Slow speed ahead.
Now we do got a patrolling escort ship there.
We are in shallow waters, Captain.
And one other thing I want to be sure of is that we're not lining ourselves up for a ship that might be sinking to just sort of, you know, plow into. I think we're in the clear. Which is, of course, a good thing. You can see there's a Queen Elizabeth there, hitting the bottom pretty quickly, I must say. Let's go ahead and take a look while we reposition. And watch this puppy sink down into the deep dark depths. Already 3/4 under, really.
Tube 2, ready.
Sorry, warship, but your days were not long for this war. And that's okay. That's just fine. In fact, speed this up just a little bit. Oh, there she goes! Right quick into the mud. Swallowed up. Bye-bye, battleship. Bye-bye. Alright, well, with her under, and us repositioning,
Tube 3,
let's
ready.
cut the
We are in
engines,
shallow waters, Captain.
pop our old periscopy up.
Tube 4, ready.
Ship sighted. Bearing 1, 2, 5.
1, 2, 5. Like that. That is some kind of freighter. Looks like there's two of them pretty close there. But not the target we're looking for. We could probably...
Bearing 2, 5, 6.
256. Yeah, that's a troop ship. Again, not something that we're... Those aren't our objectives. In fact, let's just take a look. Yeah, it's the Nelson that's left. That's what we want. And
Ship sighted. Bearing.
she's being a
1,
pain
2,
to
6.
find. Spin this back around up front. What do we got there? Not what we're looking for. Just out there. I think that might be a troop ship. I can't really tell through the fog and the dark. So let's just get ourselves a little bit closer.
3, 3, 9.
Yeah. Can't really tell what either one of those are.
Ship sighted. Bearing 2, 5.
So now let's see if we can investigate. Where are you? You look like a troop ship. You look like a freighter or a tanker. You look like a troop ship. So where's the Nelson?
Escort sighted. Bearing.
There's an escort ship just sitting there.
4, 1.
Ah. Let's spin around. We got... There's the escort. But I think there's another ship. Or is it just 2 escorts? Yeah, it's just 2 escorts. Alright, let's check our subsystems. We're still doing good on things that are important. I really don't think it's up there. So, unless it's on the other side of that troop ship, which is a possibility. Yeah, freighter, troop ship. Where are you, Nelson? There's something there, but I have a feeling... Yeah, that's just an escort. Oh, come on. That is a troop ship. Alright, guys. Well, I am going to do my best to find the Nelson, and I'll be back when I've got another battleship in our sights to sink. See you guys in a bit.
Bearing. 3,
Alright.
5, 9.
So, she was hiding herself way back there. Those 2 escorts in that troop ship were acting like a screen. We can just make her out there. So, we're going to get ourselves a little bit closer, obviously. We've got a lock, but we might as well get as close as we can. Really. And... I mean, I'm thinking this should probably be good enough. Let's get a distance reading. I don't want to get too close. We are in a harbor, after all. 2 kilometers out?
All stop.
That should be just fine. We are zoomed in.
Target mark.
So let's get a lock. And again, we know that this guy is going to be
Closing tube 4.
pretty
Torpedo
deep
depth
down.
Set to 4
I'd
meters.
like to see how accurately that is on 4 meters. We're not going to be able to warm up the shots, so we might need more than 1 torpedo in this case. And it is a completely different looking class of ship, really, if we take a look at it. These aren't the lines of the last 2. So, shot placement might not be exactly the same, but I'm still going to assume
Firing tube 1.
putting a round in the engines is really never a bad idea. I've tried to get rid of the thing, and that preheat torpedoes, whatever. There we go. Maybe these are heated. I'm not sure. All I know is when I tried to get rid of the UI, those 2 things popped up, so who knows? Alright, that's going in quite nicely. And I don't think the Nelson is moving. So, in fact, I'm positive it's not moving. Look at it. It's just sitting there, not doing a thing. Which is just fine by me. Coming in nice. Don't want any premature detonations. Don't want this to be a dud. Just want this to go nice and smoothly. And the way this mission has gone so far, I can't see it going any other way. Could have probably aimed a bit further back. But that's still not bad. I'm still going to take that to the bank and say job well done. Yeah, we definitely could have aimed further back. Where are the propellers on this thing? Or do I have this bass backwards? I do. That's where I needed to be aiming. At the taller section of the ship. Alright, well, we can go ahead and get out of our cheaty view. I'm sure that's not going to count as a kill, but at least now I know. I was aiming the wrong way completely. So let's get that down to 4.2. We'll get speed up as quick as we can.
Ship sighted. Bearing 1.
And we'll aim for about there. I think about there is going to be good.
Los.
We'll los that torpedo.
Escort sighted. Bearing 9-6.
I guess I should check to see if either of those escorts are coming for me. But I think those guys are still asleep, despite the fact that, you know, now 3 capital ships have been hit, 2 of them sunk, and hopefully a third not much further out. Nice depth. Clear through, not gonna hit a thing. I mean, I do feel kind of bad for the bloody nose that I've given the Royal Navy so far. We're still in 1939, and they've lost, you know, I'm going to count the Nelson as being sunk, 3, you know, battleships or battle cruisers and a fleet carrier. Not just an escort carrier, but full-on Ark Royal fleet carrier. And it's not even 1940. So I got to say, if this were, you know, a strategy game where I was controlling the Germans, I'd definitely be considering an Operation Sea Lion well before, you know, going into Russia, that's for sure. The Royal Navy is quickly being neutered of their heavy ships.
Torpedo impact.
Well, that was a good hit. It was a very good hit. You are not maneuvering anywhere, sir. But, again, I don't think we've got this guy killed. I think this ship is just horribly damaged. We got 2 torpedoes left. Wasteful shooting. Still, let's get you set up. 4.2, high speed, and perhaps underneath the bridge might be a good location.
Escort sighted. Bearing 162.
162. Let's just see. Make sure these guys aren't coming for us. Oh, that guy's got his searchlight out. That's for certain. We're going to need to loose this quickly. So let's go about there. Drop our periscope back down. Yeah, that guy's definitely searching for us. Lost the torpedo now. Not good. There it is. I'm not an expert or anything, but I don't think that that shot is going to actually hit. If we take a look at our mini-map, oh, maybe it will. Maybe it's turning. If we zoom out as far as we can we see...
Escort sighted. Bearing 92.
I'm getting nervous about these escorts. That is for sure. Where's the one that's actually trolling around here? Let's get that up. Can we drop speed down? And about like So,
Ship sighted. Bearing 134.
right, like I'm hoping you turn. That's definitely a sharp turn. But that should be a hit. Whether that's a kill or not, I'm not sure. It is a destroyer, though. So I'm going to suggest that maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to do some kind of damage here. Hopefully sink it. I don't want you bugging me.
Torpedo impact.
That's what you get for coming after me, man. Okay, so our other torpedo...
Torpedo impact.
Yeah, you see, I'm thinking that that other torpedo was nowhere near where we wanted it. In relation to hitting this ship here, the Nelson. But, there's no question, the Nelson is damaged. Which is good. The only thing is, we've got one measly torpedo left.
Escort sighted. Bearing 96.
I'm fairly confident you're going to wind up dead. But yeah, we're not able to get a lock on that guy anymore. Did it sink?
Ship sighted. Bearing 134.
Neither of them are reporting as sunk. So I'm going to go ahead and just
Slow speed ahead.
get a bit closer to the Nelson. See if we can't finish her off. And I'm thinking, at the very least, this destroyer's dead in the water. They're not going to be able to depth charge us unless we do something incredibly stupid and, like, go underneath them. But I think that's a dead ship. I think with the amount, you know, the amount that's underwater
We
already,
are in shallow waters, Captain.
I'd say we're in a pretty good position. Let's check it. Still not counting as sunk, but you know what? That's okay.
Escort sighted. Bearing 110.
Target marked.
Alright, so we do have her marked, locked, and loaded. We'll put it down to about 4.2.
Set to 4 meters.
Speed as quick as we can go. And I think we'll just go for right underneath the bridge, right where we wanted the last torpedo to go.
4 los.
But failed to get properly placed.
Ship sighted. Bearing 144.
This should be an easy shot. It's basically straight ahead. Provided the torpedo doesn't develop a mind of its own, we'll be at least getting a hit. And that's all I can ask for. I'd like this to be a kill so we can notch a couple of battle cruisers and a battleship on our belts, plus a destroyer. Which are always good to add. And then we gotta worry about getting out here. We got plenty of battery power to do it. We should be fine. Rushing along, run, run, little torpedo. Come on, we're almost there. Let's do this. Let's do this right. She is listing pretty hardcore. Lots of smoke, lots of fire. I'm hoping this is all we need to finish her off.
Torpedo impact.
And I would suggest by the sound and the flames that perhaps we did indeed. It's a nice big hole right in the middle. 3 big holes, really. We could have gone a lot deeper. And as we can see, she's taken on a lot of water. Let's bring this back up and check. Still not a kill. There's not much we can do. We're kind of stuck. So what we're going to need to do now is GTFO. And let's pop this up so we can at least plan a route away from all of these ships that are up here.
Ship sighted. Bearing 146.
Right? There's still just that guy who's sunk. It's not official yet. But I think what we'll do
Waypoint. Course 110.
is...
Returning to course.
Escort sighted. Bearing 105.
That seems crazy balls to come this close to an escort.
120.
I agree. That's even crazier. Let's do something like that. And,
New waypoint. Course 97.
head out that way? We'll pop that down, so for sure no one can see us. And let's check on the Nelson. Like, I have to think it's just a matter of time now before... Certainly before the engine room is completely underwater. And in that case, at least it's going to be, you know, needing repairs for quite a long time. We got one other ship to check on. This guy's got to be going down. Just a matter of time.
We are in shallow waters, Captain.
Yeah, I know we're in shallow waters. Don't worry, guys. We know what we're doing. This isn't our first time in Scapa Flow. It's probably going to be the last time in Scapa Flow, though. I'd have to imagine after all of the horrendousness that has occurred here, the Royal Navy's going to really step up their defenses. That's got to be a confirmed kill now that the light's gone out. A-class destroyer. Not much in the way of tonnage, but at least she's dead. And let's check on good old-fashioned Nelson here. I think she's dead. I think she's dead. It's just taken time to get sunk. But that is a lot of this ship that is underwater in the rear section. So that's good. Let's check our positioning. I think we snuck past the 2 parked escorts. Count yourself lucky, gentlemen. You didn't wind up like this guy. It's because you did the smart thing and didn't move. That's the key in wartime. Don't move.
We are in shallow waters, Captain.
So we should be pretty close to getting out. I just want to see this ship go under. That's all I want now. I just want the Nelson to die. And it should be. It should be dying. Every second, it just gets a little bit deeper. Kind of wish the waves were a bit harsher in the old harbor right now, but I mean, you can't ask for everything. We're almost reaching our position to get ourselves out of the harbor, which is exciting. Let's zoom this out so I actually know where I'm going. Now that we're far enough away that we don't see the fires. There she be. Has it become official yet? Certainly not. We've got a radio contact. I don't much care about that. Objective achieved. I don't care about that. Yeah, we don't need the radio contact. That's fine. All I want is this to count. Just sink. Sink. The entire back end of the ship is almost underwater. Just go under. Just die already. You have no hope of survival. To fix you would be months. In port. Patching holes. Pumping water. You know, getting the fire smell out. Which would probably be a difficult thing to do. Oh, those rear turrets. Those rear turrets are getting close.
Waters, Captain.
Getting very close. Still, even if this doesn't count, which I would be horribly depressed about, but still a fairly effective little raid. But yeah, you see, most of the aft deck now is completely submerged. Well, maybe not completely. But she's definitely rolling. Definitely rolling. And yeah, you see, when like this far up on the ship, with that section of the deck being submerged, I think it's just a matter of time, really. What an impressive thing to see. Impressively concerning if you were sitting in the port.
We are in shallow waters, Captain.
Alright, well, I mean, we're in a position now where it's almost time to get up on the surface, really.
Surface the boat.
And, continue on our way out.
New waypoint. Course 0.
So, another super successful mission for the Prometheus. I'm pretty pleased. Good work, gentlemen. Get yourselves out and enjoy your journey back home. We don't need to be going that quick.
Slow speed ahead.
And of course, since I'm spending most of my time watching the Nelson try and go under, you know, we gotta kind of not run into subnets and things.
We are in shallow waters, Captain.
Alright, well, this episode is certainly running one of the longer ones. I'm going to put in a cut here, and I'll be back either once we get back to port or when this guy actually does go under. So I will see you guys when I got some good news to share. See you in a bit.
5. Returning to
Alright,
fleet.
well, we're back in Helgoland. And as I can show you guys, the Nelson still lives. So once I got out to about, I don't know, here-ish? No, that doesn't make any sense. Once I got out to about here-ish, I went back to take a look, and the Nelson was already gone from my cheaty view. It probably wasn't going to sink. That third torpedo shot that went off target was probably, you know, the reason why. But we still sunk 2 battlecruisers and a destroyer, so that ain't bad. And so that about does it. Obviously, we're not able to resupply, so in the next mission, we will resupply and then head out to the northwestern approaches and actually try and get some ships logged in there, because time is you know, we're sort of slowly running out of time. So it'd be good to do that. Maybe we'll go and sink an aircraft carrier. I'm not really sure, but next episode we're going to be doing some convoy raiding and actual mission stuff. That should be good.
All stop.
But that's just going to have to be the next time. That does it for today. So, thumbs up if you have enjoyed this episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. 317,543, 27 merchant ships, 10 warships. Big warships, too. Things are looking pretty good. I'm liking it. And, we still got Weisserbung to do as well, which, if I remember correctly, is up in Norway. Could be totally wrong on that, but I think that's where that is. So we've got a few missions that are still, possibilities. Certainly, though, I'd like to get northwestern and southwestern approaches done, just so we can make sure to get medals and things like that. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.